Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I'm going to try and speed run this video because I don't have a lot of time to record it, which also means I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare it. It's just the way it goes, but let's go ahead and dive into it. So I'm noticing this trend on YouTube and just the internet in general, and I just want to make light of it because it's kind of unsettling. So I think I've actually shared videos from Biaheza in the past. He's a guy on YouTube, got his start doing drop shipping. Was very successful with that, and then became even more successful by talking about it on YouTube, and then kind of shifted into this niche where he just shows people various get rich quick schemes, but he's very critical of them and kind of does it from an angle of he's not promoting them, he's just kind of doing them himself and showing you what the potential outcome could be. And a lot of it is very realistic, oh, this doesn't work, so you shouldn't do it. Not a very scammy kind of guy. He seems like a pretty smart individual, just knows how to market himself, and he makes compelling content on YouTube that I think a lot of people enjoy watching. And so he's done very well for himself in that way. You can see he has he's got 964,000 subscribers, so he's doing pretty good on YouTube. And then of course some of his other ventures have taken off as well. So this particular video, very clickbaity title, I created $1 billion crypto. Basically, he starts out by talking about the Squid Game token, and that's just a meme coin or altcoin, basically a cryptocurrency that was created with no value or no utility, and it was essentially a scam. The developers ran off with everybody's money after it skyrocketed. And this happens every day. There's tons and tons of scams out there in the crypto universe. It's a highly unregulated industry, and people are getting away with a lot of things now that pretty soon here down the road, once the FDA or whoever catches up with it, probably will have been put a stop to. So I want to start by saying I don't think that Biaheza is a bad person or that he's necessarily creating this video with malintent, but I do see some issues with it, and I just kind of want to start a conversation around it and kind of highlight what's going on here. So many of you might know Tech Lead. Tech Lead is a guy that has a pretty popular YouTube channel, over 1 million subscribers, and he's kind of created this character for himself where he has this kind of dry humor. Anyway, he has, I think, a lot of valuable content. There's a reason he has 1 million subscribers. But recently he created, over the summer, he created this altcoin or meme coin token. I'm sure he doesn't think it's a meme. On the website, they try to make it seem as legit as possible. But basically this pointless token that nobody needs, that they claim, can make you a millionaire or even more. And the reality is, of course, is that he's one of the earliest adopters, the earliest adopter, obviously, because he created it. And so it's making him rich. And it maybe a few other people will get some money out of it, but most people are going to lose money, right? And it's something that was brought to the attention of another YouTuber, CoffeeZilla. This guy's content is awesome. He basically started out by kind of going after these fake guru type people, and he's come a long way from that, but definitely highlighting a lot of the scams that are out there on the internet, Ponzi schemes and crypto schemes and all types of stuff. Recently he's gone after a company called Roobet, and some influencers who are working with Roobet, which is an online gambling, offshore gambling website. Anyway, he did a couple videos, I think, about Tech Lead's new token, basically, pointing out the obvious, that it's a scam. Now, granted, that token still exists, and of course, Tech Lead probably, I haven't really kept up with that whole saga, but I'm seeing that the website still exists for the token, and he's basically plowed ahead with it. So I'm sure in his mind, it's totally legitimate. And, as long as nobody's going to stop him and, put him behind bars or lock him up, then I think people like him are going to continue to do stuff like this. So that brings us back to Biaheza, who created this video where basically the premise of the video is hey, there's these scams out here. Let me show you how easy it is to create them, which is fine. I think at face value, you could very easily do this sort of thing and say look, this is how easy it is to create these coins. And so he does it. He shows you like, here's how you create this. You can choose between ERC20, which is a coin based on the Ethereum network. Ethereum is another cryptocurrency that's out there. It's very popular. Or you can use one on the Binance token network or whatever it is, and it's much cheaper because there's not as many fees for transactions. So that's the route that he went with. He literally had to copy like 100 lines of code or less, change a couple values to change the name of the token, and then he created a website for it, fluffy token or fluffycoin.org. Of course, he came up with a name for it, came up with a logo. He, in the footer of this website, points out this is a satire website and project, but also to cover his butt, he has a disclosure here. Granted, the disclosure is basically taken word for word from Million Token, which again is the one that Tech Lead created. So that's interesting. He's like, well, if Tech Lead's not in jail, then this must work pretty good, right? So that's kind of an interesting thing. Like it's a satire, it's a meme, it's a joke, but also please don't sue me, right? And then to add to the joke, he puts Soulja Boy on here. I don't know if you know, but Soulja Boy, the rapper, he was endorsing some scam crypto a while back, as far as I know. And then Emily Holmes, or whatever her name was, she basically created an entire company. I could be wrong. I think she's in jail now, but she created this like massive tech company that I think was like a biopharmaceutical or something. And it basically was a scam. They didn't really have a product that could actually be delivered to clients and be used. This is just some stock pictures, and then I'm not sure who this individual is, but maybe another person that has a similar story to these two. So it's basically like, hey, this whole thing's a scam, but at the same time, it shows you how to buy it, right? And so this is like the fine line that I think he's walking here, where he's like, hey guys, this is this joke thing I made. Watch me make this joke. This is how people are making these scams. You can actually see, this is an aside, but I dislike this video. I normally don't. I normally like pretty much everything I watch from this guy, which is crazy. But this video is like, it's driving me crazy that people are doing stuff like this. Like with Tech Lead, his premise is like, he's just going on with his character that he's developed, and he's just like, hey, you can be a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. All I talk about is being a millionaire. And if you want to be a millionaire, then you can too. Just buy this token. Pretty sad, but people are desperate to change their financial situation, and they get swept up into this sort of thing. Biaheza's perspective is a little bit different. The angle that he's taking, it's very like, guys, this is a joke. Like, this is how people are doing it. But at the same time, he's still doing it. Like, he's still put this real tangible thing out there that people can go buy. And of course, the internet being the way the internet is, people saw it and immediately saw opportunity and thought, oh man, if I get in early, just like every other scam coin or like SHIT coin or whatever that's out there, then, sure, it may get pumped and dumped, but at least I'll have gotten my bag and can get out. Or maybe I don't invest too much, but I'll still triple or quadruple or whatever my money. I don't know. I think it's a dangerous thing. Like, as a influencer, someone with a large amount of subscribers in their audience, YouTubers and people on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, etc., have like this responsibility to their audience to not influence them in the wrong direction. So it's like, whether he's doing this on purpose, I don't know. Okay, this is just what it seems like to me at face value. But it's like kind of this innocent, like, hey guys, I'm just showing you this, like, how these scams are made, / here's this website that you can go to and buy this token. Like, just putting it out there. He never once says to buy it or anything like that. He's not stupid, right? And maybe he doesn't want people to buy it, but he's basically like, yeah, can I get in trouble for this sort of thing? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. So obviously, I don't think he has malintent, but I think, money does crazy things to people. And I'd be lying if I said that when this whole, NFT and crypto altcoin stuff started coming about, my gears were grinding too, where I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, there's some opportunity here. It seems very like .com bubble-ish. Like, how do you make some money off of this thing? And of course, yeah, you can make an ERC20 token, or now you can make, a token on the Binance blockchain, and you can put it out there, but they're useless, right? All they are is a way for people to gamble. And it's basically like you're building a lottery a bunch of people put money into it. The people that get there the earliest usually are the ones that walk away with the most money. And then a bunch of other people are left penniless. And if, some people have gambling addictions, right? And so is that Biaheza's fault that people have gambling addictions? No. But should he be putting a tool in the hands of people that are that way and potentially like become the vessel for that type of behavior? Probably not a good idea, right? So in the video, he talks a little bit about having like the moral dilemma of like, how, because he did a similar video in here recently where he created kind of like a scam, like an influencer basically. And he showed you how he did it. And they even got a couple people to contribute for like, private Discord channels or whatever it was. And then he sent them their money back, which is great. Like he's showing you like, this is how the scams work, but also we're sending these people their money back because I'm not actually a scammer. And it's compelling content. It was nice to watch. In this case, it's like, how are you going to refund all these people that are losing money? You can't, right? Like you can't go to every single address on the blockchain and send everyone back their money because he's not necessarily the person that has their money. So unless he's taking more money out of his own pocket to send people back their money, it's impossible. And like, could he burn all the tokens he has? Sure, that would increase the price value of the remaining tokens, but that's still going to leave some bag holders. And when I say bag holder, I just mean people that, invested probably more money than they should have, were overextended, and then didn't get out in time, and now they're left with a cryptocurrency that's valueless or it has very little value, much less than they originally invested. So like, I'm not trying to paint Biaheza as the devil here. I think he's a good dude. I just think that he's playing with fire, and I'm interested to like start a conversation around it because I don't think this will be the last time we see this. I think there's a lot. It's like the Spider-Man thing, right? Like he has responsibility, and you have to be careful with that. And so making videos like this, even if he thinks it's harmless, it's not necessarily harmless. There are potentially victims of doing something like this. So just to kind of show you some other stuff, here's the website he created, shows you how to buy the token. There's some loopholes you have to jump through, but anybody that knows how to use a computer and can sign up for stuff with an email, yada yada, they can do this stuff. So it's not impossible. Here's the fake Twitter that he made. It's got he basically just copies all the other meme tokens out there and how they do it. He has one post. Most of the followers, probably all the followers, are fake. The comments are fake. The likes are fake. These are things that he shows you he's paying for in the video. So it's not. This is all transparent. He's showing you exactly what he's doing, right? And then here's the Instagram, same thing. Bunch of fake stuff that he created. A bunch of fake followers. But this gives the project clout, right? He's like figured out this formula that people use to scam other people. I don't know that he created the Reddit. I think it might have been community created. I don't know. He didn't mention it in the video. But I mean, here you go. Miss Shib, Get Fluff. That's basically taken from, I think, like either Crypto.com or Binance or Coinbase. Somebody did that with Dogecoin. I think like Miss Dogecoin Get Shib or something. Or Miss Shib gets some other coin. So yeah, they're saying there's a Telegram. Like this is taking off with or without Biaheza's, input or okay or anything like that. Like he's kind of lit the fire, and now it's out in the internet, and I don't think he can stop it, right? Like maybe, I don't know if there's a way for him to actually shut the coin down now that there's actual liquidity and there's people that have the coin in their wallet. So as far as I can tell, I don't think he can do anything to that effect. He could obviously stop paying for the website and all that, but the coin is out there. People are buying it. People are allegedly making money off of it. If we look at the price chart, you can see this is when he created it. Started out at 001614. At the height, it went all the way up to 00, right? So we just lost a 0. Well, no, there's 2 zeros and then 2 zeros, so forth. So it looks like it went up about 4x as far as I can tell, which is massive, right? Like you don't see that in the stock market, at least not with regular investments. And then overnight, this is like where it was, I think, what is today? Yes, this is where it was yesterday. boom, it's already gone all the way down to, they've added a 0.00009395. So if you bought somewhere up here after you watched his video thinking that it was going to go back up, now you've lost basically your entire investment. It's just crazy. So who bought down here and sold up here? I don't know. Was he part of that? You could go find his wallet address and see like what his holdings are. But the thing is, like, you can create. He even mentions this in the video. It's a very there's a lot of loopholes in the system. You can create tons of different wallets. You can move the money around in different ways to make it seem like it's not you that's selling and it's not you that's taking the money out. It's a bunch of other people, even though it's not. And that can also make it look like there's a lot of trading volume, all kinds of stuff. And so there's other YouTubers, like if you look for Fluff Coin on YouTube, first video that comes up is this guy. There's already other people talking about it, blah, blah, blah. Here's his actual video down here. As of like yesterday, it was just this video down here that he made, this guy up top, and then this one right here, how to buy it. And so in the how to buy it video, the guy's basically like, this is just a technical video showing you how to buy. But also, this fool probably bought a ton before he made the video, right? Like, why wouldn't he see this opportunity, buy a ton of coins, show people how to buy it, and then people buy it? Granted, this guy has 83 views, so probably not a whole lot of harm done there. This guy up here, 135 views. I think what we're seeing is either people that were potentially paid by Biaheza to talk about it on YouTube, just kind of like the same thing he did over here with Twitter and Instagram, or possibly more likely is that there's just viewers of his channel that saw this and were like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and pump this up. So they buy early, or what they think is early, and then they try to make videos and potentially make some money off it. This particular guy, not a very large channel. He's got about 15,000 subscribers. And you can see he threw a bunch of keywords up in here. BSC, ETH, Fluff, Fluffy Coins, Soldier Boy. He's got his referral codes and all that stuff. So he's making money in different ways if he gets people looking at it. But I told him, I was like, look, I find it difficult to believe that you made this video without seeing Biaheza's video. And his reply to that was, I don't know who that is. I saw it listed on CMC, which is, you know, just some place where they have these altcoins. And that's what he said in the video. But if you watch the video, it seems like he's acting. I don't know. I don't know this guy from Eve, so I don't know anything about him. Maybe he genuinely did just find it and he thought, oh, I want to be early on this one. But there's a ton of new coins that come out every day. Why would he just pick this one, right? Except for the fact that there's a popular YouTuber who's not, I don't want to say backing it, but the creator of it or whatever, like, it gives it some clout. So again, this circles back to the whole, like, once you make the token and put it out there, it's out there. People are going to run with it. And that's what's happening. And so whether, you know, Biaheza's not telling people to buy it. He's clearly saying that it's valueless. It's even on the website. He says that it's for satire. Okay. He says this is an experiment. But it's like he could still be making a lot of money off of this. Right? And whether he does, I don't know. Okay, I would like to say I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I think that Biaheza is a good guy. I could see him like donating all the proceeds, or burning all the tokens and creating more value for the holders of the token. But a lot of people are still going to get burned. Like, is that his fault? Is he the one that made them do that? No, he didn't tell anyone to do it. People are, you know, we're adults. We go out here, we make our own decisions. We buy the token, we sell the token. Whatever. No one makes us do that. But as an influencer, he's still like influencing people without saying things, right? And also just by the content that he creates and by the fact that he created this token at all, he's influencing people. So for the people that bought up here, and believe you, there are people that bought somewhere up at the top, and now a day later, they've just lost all their money. I feel bad for you. Hopefully you learn your lesson. But hopefully this doesn't become a trend moving forward where people see dollar signs and opportunity and they think like, oh man, it's so easy to make these things. And now we have the blueprint for how to make these tokens because people like Biaheza have told us how to do it. granted, he was just trying to make some, under the guise of trying to make some, compelling YouTube content. At least that's what it seems like, right? Like he's held harmless for this whole thing. I don't know. It's just frustrating to see people do stuff like that. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. If you're thinking about buying into tokens like this, obviously make your own decisions. But personally, I would not do something like that. If you're going to look for tokens, I don't know, maybe try to find something that has some utility and some value and can actually be used for some real world applications. That's not financial advice, of course, but use your head. And yeah, we'll see what comes of it. I'm sure he'll do a follow-up video and talk about it. And who knows, maybe I'm looking at it all wrong and he has some type of end game where his audience, his viewers actually benefit from it. I could be wrong. I don't think that's going to happen, but I don't want to pretend like I know everything. So that's it. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next video.